How many members do we have in the audience? Raise your hand. Oh, we've got quite a few members. Yeah, good to see your faces. So being a PHS member is a pretty cool thing. You get some nice perks. You get to get some free tickets to the flower show, and also included is a Green Sea magazine and some discounts at... There you are.
Howdy. Tell us more. PHS.
PHS. So if you feel like being a member or learning more, there's a great membership booth right over there by the PHS store.
They've got a great store. I've just been shopping.
Yeah. Sam's got his goodies. He's got an umbrella.
I'm ready to go.
Okay, let me introduce Sam, who maybe for some of you needs no introduction.
Tell him the good stuff. Only the good stuff.
So, Sam is a fireworks designer. No, I'm kidding.
I wish.
Sam is on CBS in Richmond, Virginia. He has been in Southern Living. He introduced the container garden program to the Virginia Governor's Mansion, and he's a container gardening expert.
And I make apple pies. Don't forget that.
Oh, yes, killer apple pies. You've never had anything like it.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. And you know, I didn't know what. The other day I didn't know what to sing. It was snowing outside. So I walked in singing, "The weather outside is frightful." Well, this is not that one.
Singing in the rain.
Oh, no, I didn't sing in the rain. How about this one? Good morning. It's nice to have you here. Good morning to you.
Let's welcome Sam Harris to the stage.
Good morning. It's nice to have you here. Tell me where you're from, ma'am.
Philadelphia.
Good morning to you. Where you from?
New York.
Good morning. It's nice to have you here. Where you from, ma'am?
Lancaster.
Good morning to you.
Philadelphia.
Yeah, good morning. Where you from, sir?
Lincoln, Delaware.
Oh, there you go. Good morning to you.
Bella Kenwood.
Oh, good morning.
Ojai, California.
Hollywood, California. Good morning to you.
New Jersey.
Everybody, welcome aboard to the Container Challenge. I'm Sam Harris, your host. We are going to learn a lot of things today. We're going to ask questions. We're going to raise our hands. We're going to share information, and you're going to learn a lot about container gardening. You're going to learn a lot about the special people, like the folks today from the University of Delaware. I'd like to get started by introducing you to our first guest, a student at the school. I'd like for you to meet Phoebe. Phoebe, come on down. Everybody, round of applause for Phoebe, a student at University of Delaware. Come on over here, Phoebe. Come right on over here and jump up on stage. Phoebe, you're right here. And the next person I'd like to introduce is that tall guy. Look over there. Wave your hands. Come on up. That's him. He's bringing some more stuff for us today, guys. This is Pat. Pat is a student at the University of Delaware, and he's going to tell us a little bit about his work in just a bit. And the next person I'd like to introduce is an IT, information technology specialist at the University of Delaware. And Sandy McVeigh is an instructor. She teaches programs all over the region, and she academic is like speaking.
Academic Technology Services. Has nothing to do with flowers.
So why are you? So no, hey, hop up there because we need a mic. So why are you here? Can you pop up there with that? The other day that fell on. I always fell onto someone. Tell us about this, Sandy. Look at her. She's the politician. She's trying to get that vote. Hey, Sandy, tell us about what you do at the university.
Oh, I teach faculty how to use all sorts of technology, from Google Apps to Microsoft Office to our course management system. But the other side of me loves floral, gardening, flowers, everything. I took a class this winter session, and through connections, I'm here today. And so I hope to impress you with what I learned in my class.
I'd like for you to tell us a little bit. What are you? Are you a senior, Pat? Tell us what do you do.
I'm a senior at the University of Delaware. I'm a landscape, horticulture, and design major.
Yeah, let's go right on up there.
Right on up here?
Right on up there. This is your chance to shine.
I grew up down at the beach, down in Bethany Beach. I grew up loving coastal plants and surfing my life away. So.
Surf. So you surf. You
I
still
do.
surf.
Yep.
So what do you want to do? What do you want to do? What are your plans for the next 4 or 5 years?
I'm actually planning on going into the Naval Academy and doing applied sciences for that.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Well, good. Well, congratulations
Thank
to
you.
you. Good luck to you. Now, Phoebe, what year are you in at the university?
Hi, I'm a senior and I'm studying landscape design, and I've been working for a florist for the past 3 years. I thought this was going to be like cut flowers. I didn't
You did?
know
I wonder
it
why.
was-
Did someone tell you that?
I didn't know it was going to be padded.
Well, you know what?
flowers,
That's great. I love it when something goes wrong and you show up and it's not what you think. You know that?
Yeah.
Because that's the way life is. You know, in container gardening, I'm glad that happened to you. That's a positive. The one thing that you find in container gardening is that things can die, things can go wrong, the pot can break, the party can be tonight, and things don't look good. The garden center don't have what you want. What do? You have to improvise. So, with you, you're going to also be involved in something that is going to be a part of cut flowers for container gardening. And because she was misunderstood that, then you're going to have a special thing that no one else is going to have that's going to be part of your container. How about that? That I will accommodate you and give her some cut flowers.
Well,
So don't worry about it.
okay.
Don't worry about it. Down here, you'll notice down here the politician who was introducing herself to everyone on stage. You'll notice that Sandy McVeigh now is like, want to complain? Complain. Tell us why you're complaining.
Because I want flowers too.
You don't bring me flowers
Anymore.
anymore. Hey, I'll give you a challenge, Sandy. Now, I just want to speak to everyone in the audience just for a bit, because right now what we're going to do is you're going to go over there behind you, and you're going to get that, help us out there, Pat. Pull that soil up. You're going to pull that soil up. And that soil that we're using, you want to kind of bring your soil levels up a little bit, guys, so that you really, so that your containers aren't like, way down. We're using organic mechanic. This is a peat-free soil that PHS, Meadowbrook Farms, with PHS, the wonderful garden center there, that they use. This is completely peat-free. They use the shells and the hulls from like rice, cocoa shells, all ground up, which helps to retain moisture. After the program today, please come up and just grab the soil. Uh-oh, there she is. I knew you'd be trouble. I knew you would be trouble. What?
Pat wants to know if we're supposed to start yet.
The answer would be,
No,
thank you. Where are you from?
North Delaware.
Well, it's nice to have you here.
I'm Phoebe's mom.
Phoebe's mom. Tell us something about Phoebe that's special.
Phoebe is the youngest of 7 children, and she's a remarkable artist, and she loves the outdoors.
That's great. You're like the Waltons. They had 7 kids.
Yes.
You know? That's great. Well, stand up and let everyone say hello to you. Stand right up. 7 children. Well, she's a lovely girl. You know, I had a chance to talk to Phoebe just a bit ago, and I asked her, I said, do you know Phoebe? Raise your hands. Do you remember Phoebe Tyler? Phoebe Tyler Wallingford? Yeah, you remember that? So I asked her, I said, yeah, yes, I can remember that. It's like, do you know Phoebe Tyler off of C? And you know what she said? She said, no, she wasn't even born yet. You know, the more people I meet, the older I feel. You know what I mean? It's nice to have you here. Oh, gosh, everybody. So fill that dirt up. Now, how high up is your dirt? That's what I want to know. I want to know how high up it is. Okay? Bring it up like that high. Okay, see, that's good. But you can still bring it up a little higher. Everybody, just don't be scared. You're going to bring it up to like that line right there. See it? Right up to there. Just go ahead. Now, is there something to work with? You're going to get your hands dirty. But, hey, just jump. You know what? Hands are washable. That's the nice thing about it. That's the nice thing about soap and water. So really just jump in there and fill it up. You know, there's no rush to this program. It is a competition. It's a competition, but there's no rush. You've got to enjoy your container and container gardening. You've got to feel the soil, touch the dirt, become in tune with that part of nature. You're smiling, so is that right?
I love the smell of wet dirt.
Do you love the smell of wet dirt?
Yes.
I love that too, don't you? What do you like most about it?
It just reminds me of being outside and playing and growing something.
And you know what? Especially when it's like cold, bad winter, and then you feel it. What does it do for your energy and your heart?
It makes you feel better. It just fills you up and makes you feel warm and joyful.
It was saying here, you know, a lot of people who don't have that experience, when they get it, it's like they're hooked. Where are you from?
Philadelphia.
You are, so you walked over?
No, took the L.
Oh, okay, well, it's so nice to have you here. You're holding his hand, so you must know him, right? Did you just meet at the show? Who are you?
Bob.
Bob, so how do you know her?
Well, we've been together for a while now.
Oh, well, that's great. Are you a gardener, Bob?
Yes.
What's your favorite thing about gardening?
Just watching the flowers grow.
And watching her work?
Oh, well, of course.
There you go. It was nice to have you here, everybody. Sandy is going to tell us in just a little bit about what's happening back here on this part of the stage. And this is Sandy's sister. And for the University of Delaware, they're YouTubing this. So you know what? Get me in front of a camera. Whoa! I can't wait. I'll be watching that YouTube 100 times over. Let's see how high your dirt is. Show everybody. Okay, that's a good start. Yes, ma'am.
If you don't have access to this dirt, do you have anything to recommend that we could make to use?
I do. I have a formula that I can tell you about, but I really want you to buy this because it's all over the area. Where are you from?
Lancaster, Virginia, Northern Neck. So we're not going to take it back on the train.
I want to introduce you to the folks who make it because they ship everywhere. Can I do that and give you some information? Because I really like this a lot. Yes, sir. Where are you from?
Do you have anything in the bottom?
Anything in the bottom?
Yeah.
Hold this mic. I don't know. Hey, take your dirt out and look in the bottom. We have to pick on Sandy. Yeah, there's something in the bottom.
Can you take that soil across the border?
Can you take it across the border? They bring drugs in. What's wrong with soil? See, I don't know. That's a good question. Sometimes there are restrictions.
Yeah.
You know, that's a good question. Where are you from?
Toronto, Canada.
Okay, I don't know, but just put it in your suitcase and pretend it's part of your Samsonite in there. Just they'll never look. I don't know. That's a good question though. Okay, now we've got our soil filled. I want to answer your question because before we do jump into this, there are some steps. What do you do in the bottom of the container? What do you do? Tell us. So when you speak, just talk right into it like that. There you go.
I put dirt in it.
Okay, what do you put in the bottom? Do you drain holes?
Yes.
Okay, how big of holes would you drain for that pot?
Probably about.
Hold it right up there too, because don't worry. Oh my gosh, you broke it already. Go ahead and don't worry about it. I can help you out. This is just, this is really not. We're just pretending we're on TV. So we can do this. So I can do this while you hold the mic up and hold it and let everybody tell us what you do.
You put holes in the bottom where he is pointing. There.
Like
there.
3?
Like 3. About 3.
Like about size of a quarter?
Yeah, quarter size.
Okay.
In the bottoms for drainage. So when you put the water in, it'll drain through and get down to all the roots, and the excess water will drain off.
Good deal. Now, is there anything else that you put in besides just holes and you put rocks, right?
Yes.
You know what a little secret I have? And I like that because your answer's right. A little secret that I have found is if you go to the dollar store, you pick up one of those dollar pasta colanders that strain the noodles, and you put that upside down in the bottom of the pot, over the holes, then your rocks, then you have that air there. And you don't have to spend and waste your money on that valuable soil that you're going to ship across the border. Yes, ma'am. Let me take this because I want to. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so in the bottom of the pot, after you've drilled the holes, like you say, you go to the hardware store or whatever, and you get some screening that you put in screens.
Some people put screens, like the screens look like this right here, this microphone. What I find with the screens is that the screens still, just like my kitchen sink does sometimes, gook gets caught there, and it just sort of gums up and it stops up for me. So I really believe in using that colander to create airspace.
Maybe in Virginia that's more likely to happen.
Well, do y'all not have pasta strainers and colanders where you come from?
Yeah, but I think that just takes away some of the soil volume that's good to have.
And it is, you're right. For certain plants, it's nice to have everything full of soil. But if you're planting something that's going to only have a root system that deep, then that's a good way to go. But you're absolutely right. you want to have a lot of soil volume depending on your tree or your shrub that you're putting in there. Now, the next thing I do is I put over the rocks, I'll put just a little bit of pine bark nuggets. Over the pine bark nuggets, I'll fill it with soil. And then I'm ready to plant. Now, the next thing, what do you do at the bottom? If this is sitting on your patio, Phoebe, would you just set it on the patio just like that?
No, you lift it up a little bit, put it on another little plate or something.
Okay, so how much airspace would you give it underneath there?
A couple inches, I guess. I'm not really sure.
Hey, that's okay. What do you use to pop it up with, to elevate it a bit? Like pieces of broken glass or something?
Yeah, just like a block of wood. I don't know.
Well, that's okay. Anything to elevate it so that so it's not just pressed against, so that your water actually drains. That's our next step. I think it's time to start planting. But before we start planting, I just saw your hand go up.
Corks. That's what I use corks for.